Hello. Good morning, everyone. I hope you are all fine today. So, as you can see in the opening video, we are going to talk about this very motivating and interesting story, which is about a young boy. So, the title of the story is The Drama of Silho. It's written by Ray Bradbury. So, here we have quick information about the author. So Ray Bradbury is the author of many books including The Drama Boy of Silo, The Belt, and The Where Will Comes of Rain. He likes to write stories that go into the future and also stories that go to the past. So this great author was inspired to write this story because he read an obituary about an actor's grandfather who had been a drummer boy in the Battle of Silho. So this author was born in 1920 and he died in 2012. Okay, so the story, the main character of the story is first Joby, which is the boy, and the general. Okay, if you go back to the video, you will see a guy speaking with people, which is like the general. So that was a short video adaptation of the story. Okay, Joby is the drummer boy for the army. He has just turned 14 and has been in the army for 3 years, which means that he entered the army when he was 11 years old. Okay, we can also infer from the text that he ran away from home from what he said to the general. Okay, so this story is mentioned in your book, but you don't find the text. So I'm adding to this video the text itself from the book as a PDF. So, and you will have another PDF for all the activities related to this story. Okay, so please read the text, and when you read, try to do the activities at the same time or when you finish reading. Okay, so after you can read this in the video. Okay, now what is the setting of the story? The setting of the story is on April night. It is in the year 1862 in Tennessee. It is during the Civil War, and it is right before the Battle of Shiloh. So go back to your story history book and read about the Civil War. Okay. So the point of view. So the point of view is third person limited. Okay. Now and again, the boy heard a vast wind come up that gently stirred the air, but he knew what it was: the army here, the army there, whispering to itself in the dark. What the man whispered the boy could only guess, and he guessed that it was. And the basic plot in the story, the drama of Silo Boy, the story starts with Joby crying under the tree as he's scared for the battle ahead. Then the general comes to him and talks to him for a while after realizing that he's the drummer boy. Then, after speaking for a while, the general admits to Joby that he was crying too. He says maybe because it's God's truth. Then, has a comforting phrase, the general tells Joby, "You are the heart of the army." The general tells Joby to beat fast on his drum, as this will make the men fight harder. Then, after a while of thinking, Joby agrees that he will beat fast. Then General then tells him when people ask what he did during this war, that he can say, "I was a drummer boy at Silo." Then, after the general leaves, Joby feels better and falls asleep with his hand around the drum, and Peach Blossom then fall onto the drum. Okay, so those are like the basic plot. The conflict. So if you remember the plot, so you remember that there is exposition and so on. Okay, the elements of story. So in the conflict, Joby is scared of the battle ahead. Me though, the boy, I only got a drum, two sticks to beat it, and no shield. Well, sad the voice quietly. He is a soldier crying before the fight. Good, get it over. Won't it be fine once it starts? So the type of conflict is internal conflict, okay? And the theme of story is that if you are confident with yourself, you can find strength and inner peace to do anything. So in the text, after he is talking to the general, he says, "You are the heart of the army." This helps comfort Joby, sorry. Then after the general leaves, Joby falls asleep. He lay next to it, his arm around it. This shows that he has stopped crying and has overcome his fear. Okay. Now the literary techniques, we have metaphor, uh, you have smiley imagery. Okay. You can go back to your book if you don't really remember these literary techniques because we have seen it in class. The mood, when the reader is reading the story, they feel sad and scared. So this is how you feel when you read the story. So this is the mood of the story. Okay. And now we have in this text new vocabulary. Here it is. So you can just pause the video here and write all these words on your notebook. Then find the definition in your dictionary. Okay. So what you need now to understand or the summary of the story is the drummer boy of Silo is about a young boy named Joby, okay? He's going to be the drummer for the Battle of Silo. He's scared about the war, so he was laying down crying when the general comes over to talk to him, okay? So they talk about how they both were scared to be in this fight, but the general gives Joby confidence to lead them into the war. So by telling him to beat like harder his drum so the soldier can be motivated, okay? And after the war there is over 23,000 soldiers that were dead, okay? So please open the PDF format that I sent you. The text is there. Read the text. And the other PDF, you also have the text there and the activities that follow, okay? So thank you for your attention and please enjoy this story because it's very motivating. God bless you all. Bye.